Hello everybody, it's Farm Sim Guy here, hope you're all doing well. We're back on Bull's Gap, Sunday night, and it is chucking it down. I was actually thinking to myself when loading the game, it's been a long time since I've had rain in Bull's Gap, so there you go. You get what you ask for really, don't you? But very, very pleased that we managed to get the corn off the field last night, because that means we can get this down to the distillery and keep that whiskey coming. So it kind of does put a bit of a dampener on the plans for today. I was going to bale that corn straw, and also we were going to check and see how the grass was doing and maybe get some of that harvested today. So we are where we are with things. Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit of time until the rain stops, but in the meantime we've got a little bit of honey that we need to run to the farm shop there, so we'll go and do that, and we'll run this to the distillery. So a day of, I think, just running errands and little jobs and things like that, but as soon as the rain stops, I think we'll probably dive straight into those grass fields and start getting that sorted. So it doesn't look like there's any sign of the rain abating just yet, so we will, like I said, just get on with the chores that need doing until we run out of things to do. Okay, here we are at the distillery. I meant to say actually, it almost a perfect full truckload from that field, which was great. I wasn't expecting to see that much, but actually it's ideal. So we'll just roll it over here, we'll get it unloaded. And there you go, you can hear the distillery kick in straight away, which is awesome. So we will start to see some whiskey turfing out of the distillery very, very quickly. In fact, usually it starts arriving quite quickly. There we go. See a couple of boxes landing on the pallet as we speak. So we should get a nice batch out of that. We've got equal balanced loads of barley and maize, give or take. You know, we're about 10,000 litres of maize down, but all in, we should get a good turnout of all of that stuff. So, right, we'll get this back to the yard, and we'll get it tucked away, and we'll talk about what we're thinking next. Now we've got a decent amount of money in the bank, you know, just under $250,000 in the bank now. It's time for a bit of investment. Now, I did think I was going to invest in some new equipment, but actually thinking about it over the last few days, I don't think we need to. I think our money would be better served being invested in maybe some more land. So we're going to have a look at, first of all, what we can afford, but two, whether or not it's the right thing to do. Because actually, machinery-wise, we're doing all right. We've got some decent quality kit now. Yes, there's always space to upgrade, but is that the right spend of our money? And actually, at this time of year, as you can see with crops in the ground, if we buy a field now, we will get a crop off it as well. So we've just got to decide whether or not, one, we can afford it, and two, what the right field would be. We don't want to buy something too small, but I think a lot of the prices on this map are quite high, so we might have to deal with what we deal with. Obviously we've got the cornstalk bale straw in there as well, which we can't obviously bale in the rain. So again, another job for us to do as soon as the rain stops. But for now, we'll ditch the truck and we'll go and sort our honey out. And while we're sorting our honey out, we'll maybe have a look at the minimap and decide if there's any ground or any land that is worth buying. And also, one of the things I was going to talk about was, you know, if we buy more land, it's whether or not we turn the field, our 4 fields at the farm there, into just one big field and change the way that we farm that area as well. So, lots of things to talk about. It's an interesting juncture for the series right now as we creep up towards 50 episodes. And that is, what do we do next? So, here we are back at the farm. That didn't take long, did it? With me rambling away as we drove. So, let's have a look at the minimap. So there we are. I've clicked onto composition type so you can see the fields because they've got grass in them. They don't show up at the moment, as you can see there. So what could we afford in terms of fields? We're 230,000 at the moment. Field 9 there is 154. Field 10 is just out of our reach, but that is a massive field. Okay, 13's out of our reach at 359,000. 205 up there is quite nice as well. 667 definitely out of our reach. 399, 192 for field 12 there. Ooh, now field 6 is even bigger than field 10. That's a colossal field, and it is 254,000. No, 1 and 7 definitely out. Okay, I'm going to make a little bit of a call here. I'm not going to go for field 9, it's a bit small. So it's either field 10 or field 6. I'm going to find out. Do you know what's going to make my decision at the moment? What's in them? What crops has they got in them? And they both have barley in them, which we could sell. Field 9's got oats in, so it's oats and barley in all of the fields. What about 17 up here? Let's just check that as well. Oh, that's part of a bigger group of fields. I've decided. It's field 10. We're going for field 10. 254,000. So, what we need to do though is find that extra, just that extra little bit of money to push us over into that number. So first and foremost, what we're going to do, we've got a load of empty honeycombs here, and I do believe if I go up to here as well, we are full of honey again, so we'll put some more boxes up here, and that can keep processing. Oops. Honey is a little bit finicky, I think it's fair to say. So we'll get these on the pallet. There we go. So while we're waiting for those to fill up, we will take the empty honeycombs and get them back into the hives, so we can keep producing honey. Now that's interesting. Bit of a shadow over there. Looks like the sun's trying to push through. That would be helpful for us if we open up these hives now. We can drop them back in. There we go. There are some full ones in there as well, which we might want to take out and take back up. Again here, we will use these in the second hive. Okay, they're in. There is one slot missing there because it's still in the spinner up at the shop. But what we'll do now, going to global companies, I'm going to spawn some of the full honeycombs as well now. Okay, so there we go. Fresh honeycombs. We'll need 3 of these straight away to put in the spinner, which will get us some more honey. And the others will keep popping back for as and when we need them. So there we go. 3 of them in there, spinning away. That should give us more honey in a minute. We'll take this bucket. We'll fill up this. Oops. Drop that down there. We'll put another tray of empties on there. We will go into here. We will max out. There we go. Another one for the pallet. And we'll just keep rotating. Okay, everything done here for now. Okay, next job. I just want to check the fruit trees. I thought they looked pretty full before, and even if they're not completely full, I'm going to take a punt and take a couple of these down and see if I can sell them. They look pretty good. So, let me take a couple of these down to the farm shop and see what they're worth. So let's slide that to the front. Can I fit a second one in there? Yes, I can, I think. So we'll take 2 cherry and 2 pear. And see what we can do with them. Let's see if we can line these up by hand without causing all manner of disasters. Just there. They will go in. It's whether or not truck lets me, and that was not bad at all, actually, was it? I'll put the straps on so they don't move, I think. Okay, let's grab the cherries. Try and not get stung in the process. So I've been off work the last couple of days, so I finally discovered Clarkson Farms, and I am really, really enjoying it, I've got to say. So hats off to everybody that recommended it. I was a bit sceptical. I do like Clarkson, but he's a complete lunatic half the time and messes about too much. So I was kind of prepared for the silliness, but actually it's really, really good. Obviously, Clarkson is still Clarkson. Classic Clarkson as we know him. But he's actually getting some good messages across, and he's got some good people helping him, which I think is awesome. So, it just reminded me of that because he put his bees in the episode I just watched. So let's run this to the shop. Let's drop these off and get them sold. And yeah, it's all income, right, isn't it? Especially if we're going to treat ourselves to a new big field. We've got to be able to fund it. So as soon as it stops raining, to be honest, I reckon the cornstalk bales would cover the costs. Well, that one's emptied. Have they all emptied while they've been in the truck? No. Looks like I have to lift them off to empty them. Again, totally fine. Just don't lose them in the crops. I wonder if it's full now. I think that's the maximum maybe, so we might have to just stack these at the back door and let them unload as and when they need them. Yep, there's all the pears gone out of that one. Move him out of the way. So I'm guessing this pallet of pears won't sell instantly either. No, there we go. So 2 pallets back, they can go back under the trees. And we'll come back and get the other ones as and when they're needed. There we go, just dropping into the shop menu here. So, sale of pears is active, sale of cherries is active, 100 litres an hour, and we've put 1,000 litres in, which is the max capacity. So, we should make a little bit of money over time with those. As you can see, honey, they're out of honey, so we need to deliver some honey back as soon as it's ready. We're just going to put a few more on that crate, and then we'll get that over. So, making progress. There we go, let's just drop these back under the trees. I've just had a thought actually as well. I've got a lot of eggs sitting waiting for the right time to sell them. So what I might do is go and check and see how full that pallet is as well. There we go, drop that under the tree. Because actually this little truck is perfect for shipping eggs down the road as well. So let's do that. This is actually good. This rain is actually helping us a bit. We're utilising this time well. Okay, here we are at the chickens, and here we are with a very full egg pallet and more waiting. So we are absolutely getting that stacked. That's brilliant. That'll bring us a bit of cash in. Alright, here we are, just heading along the road. The egg sell point, I put one in here next to the animals, so I should be able to just pull over actually. Let's see if it takes them all, or any of them in fact, or if I have to lift them off. Looks like I might have to lift them off, okay. What have you got for me? Eggs? Sell, sell, sell. Give me some good money. Big shout out to Quiet Hitman for the reusable egg pallets as well, very helpful. That is in fact a nice little earner, isn't it? Look at that! $8,000 just from the eggs. Fantastic. Right, we'll drop this back at the chickens and it can start filling up again. Okay, whilst I was driving back, I had the idea that what we'll do is maybe go and get the green truck with the auto load pallet on it and pick up those onions from there, and then we don't need the forklift truck. So, oh, look, that one's not not wanting to go in. Why not? In you go. No. I have a rogue box of eggs. Alright, we'll leave it there. Yeah, let's go and get the big green truck. Floating horse, be careful. Right, so here we are. We are going to unload here. There we go. For some reason, these pallets that I've got on are don't appear to be working. Let me just change this to something else. Round bales, selected pallets. Yeah, there's something wrong with those. They're not showing up as being available on the truck, which is odd. But we've got pallets selected. We're going to turn worker mode on because that is exactly what I wanted to see happening. That is exciting. So we have pallets on here. It's not classing the it's not classing the lime that's on there as pallets, but we can live with that. All I want now is my onions collected. There we go. 8 bags of onions on there. Let's turn work mode off. Let's go and sell those onions and see what happens. So this is something with this autoloader. It kind of almost creates a hologram of what you're carrying. So I've got 8 of 16 there. So it would obviously run another stack on top of that. But as you can see, it's cutting through. So just a little glitch there. But we'll go and sell our onions. There you go. Randomly, our lime pallets have disappeared now. That's good, isn't it? Don't know where they've gone. Hopefully, they're at the farm somewhere. Either that or I've lost them forever. Strange goings on in the world of FS19. Right, let's see if we can sell these for any money. Okay, here we are. We're going to use marker position again, which is that. I think I'll just roll back, which you can see. Yes, it's hiding underneath the unload point. And I am going to press... Let's move it up a bit. Press J. There we go. It appears on the surface. And I'm going to hit unload. Let's see what happens. Okay, so some have gone. Others haven't. But 3,000... I forgot how lucrative onions were. Oh, they all went in a one. Look at that. So there you go. We have got about another 10,000 out of that. That was pretty good, wasn't it? Very happy with that. Okay. Let's run this truck. In fact, I'll drop this truck back at the distillery. Now it's empty. Perfect. And hopefully, one day, we'll work out where our lime went. So I head along here just to get the combine to run it back to the farm, just ticking off my list of jobs to do. And look what's in the middle of the road. And it didn't fall off, it just despawned, and it looks like it's respawned here. Now, the problem I've got, I can't pick it up, it's too heavy. So I'll have to go and get the little autoload trailer from the farm and pick it up. But we'll get on with that, but in the meantime, we will, as we're here, run this home as well. Hopefully there will be no accidents in the meantime. And I was going to say, actually, do I need to run it home? Because our new field that we're looking at buying is just over there. But I've got the wrong header on, so I do need to run it home. Or at least the header. So it's fine. It doesn't move so slowly that it's going to be annoying. So we'll run this home, and then we'll get the little pickup trailer, and we'll run it back to the lime that's lying in the middle of the road. Pick that up, and yeah, like I said, we're slowly working through our jobs. It's definitely been a day of tidying up and looking at things that we've not looked at for a while. But we are very close to the money we would need to buy the field. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it today. The other thing I could look at is seeing if I've got any equipment that I'm not using anymore that I could sell. Not sure exactly what there is. I think I'm pretty lean at the moment, but it's always worth having a look, isn't it? But I genuinely don't think I've got anything surplus to requirements. Maybe the forage harvester? We could get rid of that, couldn't we? As really now maize silage isn't something I think we'll be doing again in the near future, because all of our maize needs to go to the distillery now. We have a purpose for it beyond silage, so that could be a little bit of a money spinner. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, I'll do that. That's a good little earner. If only this rain would stop, right? If only this rain would stop. Right, we'll drop this header off. In fact, and then we'll park the combine. And we'll worry about getting up to the field at another time when the rain has stopped. But there we go. Header off. We'll flip things around, tuck him into his parking space, and go and get that line. I'm just going to reverse in here and check that this does take pallets. I think I can select mission pallets. There we go. Brilliant. That'll help us. We'll go get that lime. Okay, we've got our limestone. We are done. We'll get this back to the yard, and then we're going to sell the forage harvester. We've made that decision now, and that money will go straight into our new field, which is really exciting and a nice way to end the episode, I think. Hopefully you found this episode a little bit different. We actually haven't done any farming at all due to the rain. But you know what? I think we've utilised the time really, really well, and I think it sets us up really nicely for the next episode. New field. There will be some money off the crop in that field. We're buying it at the right time of year, and we'll also have the grass ready to harvest, so I think we'll be able to recoup the money we spend on the field relatively quickly. I'm interested to see how much we can make through that grass harvest. But yeah, things are looking good. Things are looking good. So, here we are back at the yard. I'm just going to pull this over here. There's a few things that need picking up here. In fact, look, it's already picking them up. But we'll leave this here and we'll put it all away after the episode's finished. But for now, let's jump into here. Let's go and look at our owned equipment. There it is, 31,000. That is worth selling, isn't it? I do believe it was repaired last time, but we will, stupidly we've parked this in the way, but we'll move this slightly out of the way, and we will sell it here, because we've got a point where we can sell stuff. Let's give this a little quick repair, and let's get it sold, because that will give us the money that we need. 48 bucks, and the header 19. So we'll sell that. Okay, so interestingly now, 37,499 is the value, but I can't sell it. And I think it's because I accidentally sold the header, and it comes as a pack. So I might have to bite the bullet here and lose a little bit of money and sell it this way. I did get some money for the header anyway, so actually I think that might tot up to the same amount. I think just a little bit of confusion there. But there we go, sold 289,000 in the bank. So let's go do it. Field 10, 254, we have 289. Buy land. There we go, we have another new field. We still have 35,000 in the bank, which is fantastic. We have a lot of grass to cut, which can go in the BGA. We've got crop on the new field. We've got our corn stalk bales. We are looking good. We are looking good. So, I'm going to leave it there for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. This has been, I think, a very productive episode, to be honest. We've got through a lot of different things. So, yes, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye for now.